Most people spend their entire lives wishing for things they'll never get. They long for better conditions, more money, or a different career, but they never actually define what those things look like. A passing thought about a new car or a bigger house is just a daydream. Without concrete form, those desires simply disappear into the background noise of daily life. To get what you want, you have to replace those passive thoughts with a structured master list. This list acts as a set of direct, definitive instructions for your subjective mind, the internal engine capable of driving you toward your goals. Before we go any further, you need 3 things: a pen, a piece of paper, and a few minutes of total focus. The moment you stop making vocal complaints and start physically writing down a structured plan, you take your first actual step toward ownership. Start writing down the conditions and things you truly want in order of importance. Go the limit. Do not be afraid of asking for too much on this initial list. Stick to material objects, specific accomplishments, or financial targets first. These are highly measurable and much easier to obtain than trying to break deep-seated habits right out of the gate. The primary reason most plans fail is vagueness. Writing down, "I want a ring" or "I want a house" gives your mind no real target to aim for. If you want a piece of jewelry, define it entirely. Write down the precise cut, the exact setting, the style, and the date. The same rule applies to real estate. Outline the exact architecture, the square footage, the grounds, and the precise location and cost of the property. For business goals, supply exact parameters. Set hard delivery dates and calculate precise financial targets. Look at the difference. Break my sales record is a weak wish. Sell 50 items for $5,000 is a mathematically precise plan. Push even further. List actual prospects by name and put the expected dollar amount next to each. There is one crucial restriction. Evaluate every item on your paper. Ensure that nothing you are asking for will cause harm, wreck the happiness of others, or make you miserable once you get it. Remember, vagueness creates failure. Supplying exact mathematical parameters gives your subconscious mind a definitive, unmissable target to work toward. Once your list is perfectly defined, you move from planning into daily execution. Executing this plan requires strict, solitary dedication. You are programming your own mind, and that requires adherence to 3 rigid rules. Rule number 1 is simple. You must read your physical list 3 distinct times every single day: morning, noon, and night. Rule number 2, think about the items on your list as often as possible as you go about your day. And rule number 3, maintain absolute silence. Do not talk to anyone about your plan. Your objective mind is susceptible to external suggestion. The moment you invite outside skepticism, you derail the internal progress you are building. You can choose to associate with people who already possess the things you want, but keep your methods strictly to yourself. Remember, these 3 rules are not suggestions. They are the mandatory mechanical boundaries required to protect and incubate your focus. As you implement this daily protocol, you will inevitably face internal doubt. Distrust and questioning are natural reactions to a new system. The countermeasure is immediate. The moment doubt arises, physically pull out your list and read it. Talk through your desires until the hesitation fades. You do not need to figure out exactly how these objectives will be accomplished. Your inner power handles the mechanics automatically. Mapping out every variable is like analyzing how a seed turns into a stalk. It is an autonomous process fueled by your daily repetition. When you secure your first victory, you will meet a psychological enemy called discredit. Your brain will try to write off the accomplishment as a remarkable coincidence. Actively reject that instinct. Give earnest thanks for every early accomplishment. Acknowledging the result of your work builds the momentum you need for the next goal. You will know the system is working when you find yourself crossing off old, obtained desires and promoting new, higher-level objectives to the top of your page. By attributing your success to the systematic plan rather than blind chance, you construct the psychological endurance required for your largest victories. You now have the necessary tools: a highly specific, safe list of clear objectives, and a foolproof 3-part daily routine to execute. From this moment forward, your only responsibility is strict adherence to your reading schedule and maintaining total silence. Your master plan is now completely locked away from outside influence. heavily guarded against the doubts and skepticism of others. Take your written list, fold it, and secure it in your pocket or purse. Then perform your very first reading right now. Millions of people will spend today wishing for a different life. The only difference between a dreamer and an achiever is the decision to take immediate, structured action.